In this video, I'm going to show you how to use filters and how to set defaults to save some time on setting up campaigns. So once you've input your seed keywords, selected the additional data that you want to see, you also have the option to filter out any type of keywords that you don't want to see. Now, I highly recommend that you do this to get the most valuable keywords. So you can obviously select based on local searches or global searches. So if you only want to see keywords that have a minimum of 1,000 searches per month, you input that here, and no need to put a maximum if you're not concerned with a maximum. If you only want them to have up to 10,000 searches at most, then you input that here. You can do the same for global searches. So if I only want to see keywords that have 2,000 global searches, I put that here. You can input a average cost per click as well. A number of words. Now that's the number of words actually in the generated phrase. So if it's used cars for sale, that would have been 4 words. And so the term, if I input 3 here, the term used cars would be filtered out. That would not be included here. And the final box here is really only available if you are pulling in the domains. So if you pulled in the domain names and check has available domain, that means that only results that have the exact match domain or hyphenated domain available will show up. Everything else will be filtered out, even if it meets all this other criteria. Only if the .com, .net, .org, or whatever you have selected here is available will it remain. And once you do that, you hit generate keywords, and it will just filter based on that information. So after doing my filtering, I only have 848 keywords left. Previously there was about 2,100. And in fact, you can see that it pulled in a total of 3,204 keywords. And what's great, after you've already filtered and generated the keywords, if you don't like what you see, you can come back to the campaign settings tab and you can just change some of your filters. So instead of filtering based on global searches, let's say I'm more concerned with local searches, I want to narrow those down to bigger keywords. I input 2,000 there and hit generate keywords, and that'll just simply quickly apply those filters. And so you can see that I'm left with 597 keywords rather than the 848 that I had previously, and you can again narrow that down even further as much as you want. Let's say I input $1 as a CPC, hit generate keywords, and now I'm left with only 361 keywords. The final thing that I wanted to show in this video is setting a default configuration. Let's say that I've gone through and I want to use these exact filter settings, the exact fetch additional data to include searching for global searches and domain availability on every new campaign that I create. If I want to save all of those settings, I click Set Default Configuration, and it explains exactly what it does, confirms that you want to do that. And then when I add a new campaign, you'll see that it already has the boxes checked for the default configuration that I set. And so that's just a time saver if you want to have the same filter settings with each new campaign.